Howdy folks, welcome back to an episode of Heck It and Tech It. We've got the Hemispherical 6 4/10 liter Hemispherical motor in the Ram with the fuel wheels. Now, fancy oil too. Anyhow, we are here to show you folks, that's a good transition into some exhaust work. Now tell us a little bit about this here kit, Master Mechanic.
Flowmaster FX, I bought it, I unboxed it, and that's it.
And that's it, folks. We're gonna put this thing on. This is known as a good kit for bang for your buck. So we'll show you how it works. Now folks, the first step, I'd like to explain this to you. This kit comes and starts right after the two cats where they meet as one. And this from the back gets torn out. And like most vehicles, you're gonna need a minor amount of heat to make some of these clamps come out easy. Like this, are you kidding me? This is not going to become unscrewed. This is gonna need to be cut, as well as much of this. And these hangers, you know, we're up here in the Rust Belt, even though this is a pretty new vehicle, they might need to be cut. But we'll find out. Master Mechanic is gonna put all that good old PB blaster in these hangers to maybe actually get the hanger out of the rubber boot without having to cut it. And this here band clamp got taken apart. Working on some more hangers. All fun things. A little steamy from the little torch. As you viewers may imagine, this is a lot of metal, so it needs to come off in stages. You can't just take the entire thing down at once. You could if you are insane, but something's got to come apart. So we're doing the back section first, from the rear of the muffler backwards. And as you can see, there's another clamp here, so you can drop the muffler separate if you want. What we have here is using a pry bar to get that rubber boot out. As you can see, it actually worked pretty well since this isn't ancient. Ta-da! The rear section is off. Use a little bit of heat and a pry bar up by the muffler itself to kind of pry this end off while Master Mechanic pulled on the other side. And that piece is maybe 30-40 pounds, so it's more awkward than heavy, but it is very awkward to get all this over the axle, because you also don't want to burn yourself, because that end's going to be quite warm. 1 and 2 hangers on the back side of the muffler. On the front side, there's one there and one there. Then there are some factory points, it looks like, so I don't know if that would be for diesel exhaust, because there wasn't anything on there for us. That old rusty band clamp just got cut on both sides and hammered off real easy. That's what's nice about working on a newer vehicle, folks. Then we got one last little rubber hanger that's got to come out. Heat this up and the entire thing should come right out, hopefully. All right, we're back, and the actual muffler, and this is the piece that goes up right to that catalytic converter Y pipe area. That is off, and believe it or not, it's only 20, maybe 30 pounds at the most. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. So in total, this whole system's less than 80 pounds, probably 70-ish. So that's pretty cool. That makes this a lot easier. And obviously we've got a lift, which is very nice, but you could pretty easily do this on the ground because it's 2500, so it's a little bit off the ground. You can slither around under there fairly easy, and that way you also don't have to drop the exhaust as far, which could work in your favor. Now what we got going on up here is this first piece of pipe's already in position. As you can see, it's got already through the hanger and everything. That's what's nice about buying a kit versus cobbling something together yourself, as we've done many times. So we'll keep you posted on how this goes, but at this point it's pretty self-explanatory. Nice thing about these here kits, folks, is they're all band clamped together. You don't have to do any of that weldy stuff. And we have here a 5/8 bolt. If you got crazy, you could use a 16 millimeter. if you got crazy, but I would do a 5/8 because it fits perfectly. Let's get her done. All right, folks, we got the exhaust put together. It's very simple. We didn't video it because it's just the only one way to put it together, but just pop those hangers back in the rubber boots, throw these band clamps on before you put the pipe together, and tighten them down. It's extremely simple, and obviously there's, you know, paper instructions too for those who can't watch videos because they're blind, or I don't know why paper instructions would help with that, but they would. So real simple. This is 3.5 inch pipe right here. Here's your Flow FX muffler. It's very hamburger shaped. Nice clearance though. Then all the way back here, they have a few different tips to choose from, but this one is the 5-inch outlet black tip, and that has its own special little bolt up there to be fancy. And really that's it, folks. We'll get you those much deserved sound clips next. Well, small problem. Upon trying to tighten this down, it's 210mm for the bolt that came with this. The tab broke. Well, you know, this shouldn't do this. So we're doing a little quick weldy to remedy it. Factory coatings coming off of that exhaust. Not burning oil, folks, don't worry. Chilly out today. Gonna have to do an Austin Powers trying to get out of here. Too much dump truck in the way. Maybe not. That's the turn radius on these Yajas, folks. Sounds good but respectable. That's the kind of exhaust I like to hear. We'll have to get some driving videos for you viewers next, but I love it. What are your thoughts?
I like it.
You know, I was telling them it's a nice noise, but it's respectable. It's not like the mullet kid with the 2nd gen that every small town high school has.
Or the straight pipe K-body guy. You always have them.
Yes.
Floored at every stop sign.
Or the stacked Ford F-250 guy.
Or the dual exhaust Impala.
Yep.
You'll have that.
This is all this guy. That's him. Anyway, like I said, we'll get you guys some driving videos, but here it is. There's a full install. It sounds real good, real satisfying, extremely easy install. I gotta say, buying an exhaust kit versus cobbling something together ourselves, that's fancy.
Nice.
That's fancy.
That was new for us.
Well, folks, here's the beginning of our, driving videos at idle. You cannot tell that it's any different, really. I mean, it sounds good, but it's not. You're not gonna get a headache just sitting in your vehicle, which is ideal. About 3,500 RPM, but it sounds very respectable.
Windows down make a lot of noise too.
Yes.
That's quiet.
It's not, you know, you don't have to talk any louder like some previous vehicles we have created.
Yep. The monsters we've created.
Yeah.
No, this is very good. This is exactly what I was thinking.
We're sitting at, you know, highway speed, 1500 RPM. You can't tell much of a difference. It sounds good, and you know it's there, which I love.
It's deep. The 3.5 inch pipe really helps. You know, if it was like 2.5, it would wrap really hard, but
with the 5-inch tip too, and the 5-inch tip really helps give it a low noise, and I just love low noise.
I'm debating if I go with the chrome tip or not. I like chrome, so we'll see. But no, it's just a good overall sound. Nothing too crazy. I ain't trying to be, you know, straight pipe catless, you know, ditto.
It sounds dang good, folks. It sounds real good. I suggest you viewers out there, if you're looking into an exhaust, go for this for bang for buck. You know, it's a pretty good kit. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll give the bolt sizes and everything in the description. But pull the trigger. Just do it. Get a better exhaust for your vehicle. Stop thinking about it. Do it.
Just about 2,300.
2,300 going up a little bit of an incline. It's very nice.
Very respectable rumble.
Yes, respectable. That's the key. I respect this exhaust. It sounds good.
And this is on the lower, like, sound. This is on the lower chart for Flowmaster, you know. It's not like they're Super 10 that's super loud.
Right, it's just...
These Hemis, especially with the big pipe, like to drone if you go too loud. So. No, it's just a good sound. I like it. Definitely adds.
Just an enjoyable, you know, cruise around town. You can turn a few heads, but you won't blow anyone's eardrums out, which is good. Respectable. Respectable is the word of the day. I don't know how to spell it, but
that's a new thing around this channel, so we're trying it. So far, working pretty good.
Gotta love it, folks. Small amount of engine braking going on, folks. This is first gear. First gear. Remember, this does still have the factory cap, so we're not going to get any.
It doesn't really snap.
It's not going to sound like Chicago until we take those out, which we won't, because that is against EPA emission regulations, and it'd just make it too loud, and it wouldn't even be fun.
That sounds good, though.
Sounds very good. Yeah. Folks, we are back at the Yodge about a week later. It's a little rainy, but here's an update. Cold start. That's louder, I'd say. So that thing's burning in. And a little bit of a rev for y'all. It definitely has that wrap in there.
It broke in after we made that video a few weeks ago, so
I remember you saying that you might need to put a resonator on it, possibly.
Like standing right here, I feel it rumbling.
Yeah. It sounds like an old truck, kinda.
Yeah. It's got its, you know, glass pack sound, but yet it's not such a straight through loud glass pack design. But
it's a good sound.
It's a nice rumble, and then it quiets down. I like it. When you get on it, you know, like turn it out on the highway, it raps. It has a nice classic muscle car sound.
And we love you viewers so much for doing this in the rain, by the way. So
yeah. You better appreciate us.
Yeah, you better. Well, there you go, folks. There's your update. Have a good one.